next, we're going to run this web app using MySQL and connect it through Docker. So in this, using Docker Compose tool, Dockerize our web app and connect it to our MySQL service. And to do that, first thing we're going to do, we're going to modify our application.properties. We're going to create an init file in this init.sql. So this init.sql will run every time our service initiates. We're going to need to create a Spring Docker file. So this is the Docker file that will build our web app, and we're going to create a YAML file for our Docker Compose. So basically, we did create 3 files. So the first thing we're going to modify is this application.property. So to do that, what I'm going to do here is to add a data source. We're going to use spring.jpa that will access our SQL file that differ data source initialization, and we're going to initialize it to true, the value to true. And we're going to delete this one since we're not using the H2 database anymore. And second, let's create a connection to our MySQL. So first thing we're going to add is the data source, not this one, the username, yep, the password, and the Hibernate dialect. So we're going to need that also. Spring.jpa properties is that Hibernate dialect, and we'll be using 8, and there we go. So before anything else, I forgot we also need to modify our pom.xml, and we're going to use the dependency for MySQL. So instead of using the H2, in our dependency, I made a modification here for our group ID. I changed it to com.mysql, and our artifact ID, I changed it to MySQL -connector-j instead of just using Java. So next, we're going to save our properties. So in here, for our URL, since we are using the Spring Data JBDC and connect it to our MySQL, let's use JDBC, and then there we go. So there's a suggestion here. We'll be changing this one into a variable, environment variable. So let me just name it MySQL host, and for our port as well, so MySQL_port and /our name database. So let me call MySQL_db name. There we go. And for our username, I'm just going to call our environment variable. I haven't made the environment variable yet, so we'll be making that next. For our password, MySQL password, and there we go. We're set with our application properties. Next, we're going to create the environment file here. So let's right click, create a new file, and name it .env for our environment file. So in here, what we need to define MySQL root password. let's call it root for our MySQL DB name. We'll be using contacts for the name. User, let's just say root, And for the password, okay, root and MySQL host port. Also, we need to define that, which is 3306, or let's just say 07 for our web app, and the host for our contact management host port. Let's just say 8090, and I think that's all. This will create a table. Add comments to it. Create a new database every time the application is started using the data SQL. So we also need to make a file called data SQL. Data.SQL, and we will be putting this under resources. Yeah. For data SQL, we're going to insert we're going to populate our database contact with the following fields. First name is ID, first name, last name, phone number. Okay. And for the values, let's just ask GitHub Copilot to populate our data. So populate we're forgetting something, last name and address. There we go. And let's ask populate. Also, we need to add the, you know what, let's just remove this one, we don't need this. And for SQL, going to create a table. So let me fast forward this clip and type the data in here. So in here, we've created a table called contact, just in case our application property is unable to create the table, just a precautionary. And in here, we've populated our data. Next, we're going to write a Spring Docker file for our web app. So the first thing we're going to do is to connect a Maven base file or base image. So we'll be pulling Maven, the latest version of Maven, and we're going to label it maintainer. Let me add my name. So this is just a label, doesn't do anything. And create a work dir, and let's just say /cms, and we're going to copy all of our codes to the /cms. So let me just add all the code here will be copied to our target file or destination file folder, which is this one. So let me just add period. And we're going to run Maven clean. So this will create a target file for us. It will package the app for us, and we're going to run it. by running bin spring boot dash run, and there we go. That's it. And for our Docker Compose YAML file, let's ask GitHub Copilot to write a Docker Compose with two services, the CMS and MySQL. And there we go. So in here we'll be defining it as 3.8. Okay, I think this is fine. So this is 3.8, and let me modify this. There we go. So this is our first image. Let me just call it MySQL and add a container name for it. Container name. There we go. And let's add MySQL container. Environment, we will be using this password in the database. Yeah, we don't need this password. And in here, we're going to call the MySQL root. MySQL root password, there we go. And also this one, we're going to pull our database name, which is contact. MySQL, there we go. DB name, database name, underscore name. So this variable, I just pulled it from the environment here, environment file. So we'll be calling this root password and the DB name. Next, let's define the port. For MySQL, the ports we're going to use are, let me close this into quotation and call the MySQL port MySQL underscore host port, since that's the name we defined. Next, so every time our app, we need to restart it unless it is stopped. So every time it's restarted. And for our network, we're going to create a network that will connect our two services. So network MySQL, and for the volume, and we're going to use the file init dot SQL slash, as this is the docker entry point db init. Next, and for image, CMS image, and for the build, I'm going to say this is a context all, and the docker file is called spring.docker file. So make sure that this string is the same as the file name of the docker file inside the app, so we can build our web app. And this one, the container name, SMS container. And for our environment, we're going, there we go, MySQL underscore host, which will connect it to MySQL container as our host for our port 3306 in DB name. Okay, next, my underscore DB name for our user. Okay, password. Okay, port is 8090. So this is 8080 and this is 8090. We'll be pulling the CMS host port from our environment file, and this app, our service, will depend on MySQL, meaning it will not start unless the MySQL service is started yet, and the restart is unless it stop. And next, for our network, my network SQL. Just there we go. That's all the thing in it. I think that's all.
In our device, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to check our GitHub repository. And under here, this is the repository we've used to store our code. So in here, we will clone this. So since we create a Docker compose for our web app, we're going to copy this HTTP URL and we're going to clone this using our GitHub bash or git bash. So in here, so git clone and then we're going to type https our URL. Um, and that git. So it's the same URL we can see here. And we're going to clone this one. Since this is already existed in our repository, let me just delete this one just to show you how to clone and rerun this. We're going to clone our repository and it will save the code in our desktop. So to change the directory, we're going to enter the CMS GitHub Copilot. So in here, we're going to run the Docker Compose and Docker Compose dash compose and build. So the basically this will build our Docker file, spring.docker file. So it will run mb clean install and run the maven command spring boot run. So as you can see, it is running our web app. Let's wait a while. So we can see the CMS image and the MySQL image. So let me delete this too, since it is not created yet. So in here, let me delete all of this. And let's run that again. Docker build. And after that, after building the Docker Compose, both Docker file, we're going to run the Docker Compose up. So this will pull the image for our MySQL and run our CMS image. And it will build the container for us, the CMS container and the MySQL container, and it will connect to. So since the host port we've used for this Dockerization, we've used 8090 instead of 8080. So we will be using the 8090 in our web browser. So later on, let's wait for them to connect to each other. As you can see in our Docker image, CMS image, our web Spring image, we have two service running, the container and the MySQL container. And there we go. So let's wait for them to connect. And they've successfully connected and we were able to use that and access that using our localhost 8090. And there we go.